I'm a couple minutes late.
Okay, squirrel.
Good night, baby. Let me get where I can see y'all. What is going on? Y'all, I feel like it's been so long since I've done it. I can hear myself. It's been a minute since I've. Let me go tell my mods that I'm live. Here's Sean singing to Kenny. Yoda. What? Yoda is gonna hang out with us tonight, clearly. And look, yes, Paris got me this. Should I not show this? Paris got me this little flower thing. Anyways, I took the white backdrop down because I'm just tired of like always trying to keep it up and like repaint it. The only thing is it like it kind of damaged the wall a little bit. So we're gonna have to like repaint our wall eventually. Not right now. Thank you. Thank you. I was about to tell you guys happy birthday, but thank you. Y'all, okay. So my mama called me today and I was talking to my mama. She was telling me happy birthday and everything. And we were talking about the storm because we got a bunch of snow. This is the year that I'm not going to forget because I've never seen so much snow in my life. In my life. But a lot of snow. Let me, I went outside with the kids yesterday, not today. I can't do it more than. Why am I not able to log in? This ain't the right login. I can't do, like, I don't do snow, you guys. I do not. I don't like cold weather. I mean, I love to look at the snow, but I don't like the snow. I can never remember any of my passwords. Maybe that's it. We made a snowman. We made some snowballs and we played for a little bit and I was like, okay, it's too much. I gotta go inside. I'm done. Is Candy here? It's cold. It's colder than I've ever known for it to be. Oh, yes, that's me. That's me. That's me. Okay, this is how cold it is, you guys. Everything is closed, including Walmart. Even Walmart is closed. And I've never in my life, like we have had hurricanes. I'm telling them that I'm live. I always forget. I don't know why I always forget. But we've had hurricanes. So many hurricanes. I don't know why I just exited out of that. Bring me back. And Walmart does not close. The gas stations, they don't snow. Everything is closed. Walmart, the gas stations. Sean went to go to the store because Kennedy wanted Skittles. So he got in his truck and he went to go up the street and he had to put it in full drive because it was just not like he was slipping and sliding. Today is my birthday, Lisa. He was slipping. I'm looking for the thing on the wrong side. My little tiny baby bun. But yeah, everything is closed. He had to put it in four-wheel drive and he was slipping and sliding and it was a whole mess. And then he got up there and the store was closed. So this is a time I've never seen a time like this. Like I remember when I was 15, I think, maybe 14. And it snowed and me and Paris and Caden, I was with their dad at the time, and he was at my house, and I remember the snow was so bad his parents were concerned with him coming home, so they actually drove all the way to the house and picked him up rather than letting him drive home. I don't know why I just scooped these crumbs in my hand because I have nowhere to put them. Looks like somebody ate a cracker right there. But anyways, yeah, Sean was slipping. He got, the store is literally like within walking distance to our house. He could have walked, but he was bringing Kennedy with him, so he didn't. Hey, Mama of Three. I mean, I don't know how much snow it is, but look, when I was outside, I was kicking it with my rubber boot, and it was like I could not get to the ground. Like it was like, and finally I got to like ice, underneath all this snow. I mean, it's several inches. Several. How much? I don't even know. If Sean hops on, I'll ask him, but it's several. I mean, we were thinking we were going to lose power. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. We have not lost power yet, but I don't think it's over because I think tonight we're supposed to have like a freeze. I think tonight it's going to freeze. Everybody that's in the area getting all the snow, leave your water dripping. That's what we've had to do to keep from our water freezing. We're not used to this down here, guys. Like, we're not used to the cold, that cold. So when it gets that cold, we have to leave our faucets running. That way, the water doesn't freeze in the pipes, and then the pipes burst, because in a house that we used to live in, that actually happened. So, it's a stupid amount. That's how much I agree. Now, my kids love it. Hey, Candy. Thank you, Candy. My kids love it. Dakota, oh my God, he wants to go outside all day, every day. But I'm not. We did get a generator this time, thank the Lord. My mom has a few now due to all the hurricanes that's been going on. So my mom let us borrow one of hers. So in the event that the power goes out, we do have a generator that we can hook up. I was talking to my mom though, and she was like, God bless you. Sorry. I was talking to my mom though, and she was like, you can hook your freezer up to it. And I'm like, why would I do that? If we lose power, I'm just going to unload my freezer and go put it on the trampoline. Just go put it on the trampoline that's covered in snow at this point. And Candy said, bless you, Paris. Thanks. She said, thanks. But yeah, so my whole family got sick. Okay, first, the kids had the rhino virus. Not the Rona, but the rhino, okay? Hey, Cece. The kids had the rhino virus. Paris had it, Kaden had it, Bobby had it. Who else had it? I didn't get it. I think that was it.
I'm pretty sure. Did Kenny have it?
I think Kenny had it.
And Eva? Because everyone was throwing up the other day.
No, the rhino. When y'all had the snot and all that great stuff, y'all had to go get tested for COVID. Okay, so they had the rhino virus, which obviously made it to where I couldn't really work, because the kids was sick. Right? Literally, you guys, the days after they're getting over the rhino virus, they get sick. Kenny gets sick. Kenny was the first one to get sick. But I thought that it was another one of her celiac attacks, which I'm actually going to have to call her doctor and get her back in with her doctor, because I actually think we know that she has celiac disease, but I actually think that she has something else. It's where you just throw up all the time. It happens in smaller kids. Oh, nice brows. Thank you. It starts in younger kids. Sometimes they'll outgrow it. Sometimes they won't. And they don't even know why it happens. But it's just where they go through these bouts of getting sick to their stomach. Oh, keeping up with KP. Thank you. Yeah, we keep Kennedy away from gluten stuff as much as possible. She has other food allergies as well. So it is hard, but every 4 to 6 months she gets sick. And it doesn't matter if she's eaten anything. She's allergic to sunflower oil. So she can't have sunflower seeds. Sunflower oil, anything like that. She's allergic to squash. She's allergic to pork. So she has a lot of things. Only Liz will look good and have makeup on her. You want to know why I do this, TT? It's because I have been feeling blah all day. I've actually been feeling blah ever since I got sick. I have been so tired. Beef. Yeah, beef. Sean, what was it that we found on the internet the other day, and we're like, we think she has this. I gotta remember the It's actually called cyclic.
Celiac?
Nope, we know she has celiac. That's what it's called. Sean just put it up there, you guys. I've never heard it before. Oh, thank you. There's always a solution to a gluten-free substitute. Sometimes we get sick and we will never know the answer. I'm seriously open. Thank you so much. Thank you. It just don't matter. I was sick for 2 weeks, 1 week. All I did was sleep. Just Briette, that's what I wanted to do. So Kennedy got sick, right? And I thought that it was her celiac acting up. It kind of mimicked what she normally does. She started throwing up. She got really lethargic, just wanted to sleep all day. But then Sean gets sick. So I'm like, and he's doing the same thing she's doing. And then we realized that I have not Candy, but I've actually read some of the symptoms to Crohn's disease. I'm going to have to, her doctor is a gastro doctor. He is a specialist. So I'm just going to have to take him back and really be her voice because, unless you go back and you're like, this is going on, the doctors think they have the answer. So when you're like, this is going on, they're like, okay, this is the answer. And if you don't tell them that, no, there's more to it, they just think that they've given you the answer, And I think, obviously she's got celiac. We know she has food allergies, but these bouts of throwing up every 4 to 6 months, no matter what, and it's the same thing every time. So, yeah, but Sean got sick, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I was going to Walmart, and the school called, and they're like, Dakota is at school throwing up. You need to come get him. And I'm like, oh God. So, and I was actually scheduled to do the live with Sherelle that day. So the time that me and Sherelle have decided to do a live is like 6 o'clock my time, which ideally for me is not the best time, but I'm a guest on her show. She asked me on. I'm not going to be picky and choosy with times. I will work around whatever she needs me to work around. I know I've had a lot of drama on my channel. She's had some drama. So a lot of people are all about us working together. When we work together, it is going to be reality TV related. It's not going to be about, YouTube drama. It's going to be, we're going to talk about reality TV. So, anyways, when I went and got Dakota and I'm standing in the office and they're like, we can hear him all the way up here from the nurse's room. We can hear him throwing up. And I'm like, holy crap. They're like, there's a new strand of COVID going around. This guy vomiting, so you may want to get him checked out. So we get home, you guys, oh my gosh, my car was full of groceries. We get home and he don't even, I'm trying to get him out of the car, and when I get him out of the car, I towed him out of the car and I sit him on the carport and he just hits his knees and he's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I hurry up and I bring him inside and I lay him on the couch and I run and I get him a bowl and I'm trying to bring the groceries in and he's sick and Sean's in the bed is sick and Kennedy's actually up walking around, but she's still not feeling 100%. He ends up going to sleep after throwing up several times, but then the other kids get home from school. My nose is itching right here. I'm not picking my nose, you guys. But anyways, so the other kids get home from school and they're home maybe an hour and Bobby gets sick. Bobby is on his bed watching his phone and he gets sick and he yells at me. I run in there, I have to yank the sheets off his phone, yank the sheets off his bed, put him in the washing machine. I have to move him to another couch. So I have Sean in the bed, Kennedy back in bed, Dakota and Bobby on separate couches. Everybody with bowls, because let me tell you guys, this sickness was so bad, you couldn't even get up really to go to the toilet. You just couldn't. It was terrible. So, I talked to Sherelle, obviously, and I canceled the live because I'm like, there is no way I'm going to be able to do this. Right before I go to bed, Eli's in his room laying on. He has an ottoman in his room, so he's laying on the ottoman, and I'm in the kitchen and I'm about to go to bed, and he's like, Mama, and I'm like, what? And he's like, I think I'm gonna be sick, and I'm like, oh God. So I run in there and I help him to the bathroom, and he's sick. So I lay him back on the ottoman. he has a bunk bed. Well, I guess he don't have a bunk bed. His bed is just up high. It looks like there should be a bed underneath it, but it's not. It's just up high. So rather than trying to put him up the steps to go to his bed, I just put him on the ottoman and give him a bowl. And my stomach had been weird all day, but before I went to bed, I was like, I think I'm gonna be sick. So I get a bag, and when I go to bed, I hang it on the post of our bed, and I'm laying there, and I start sweating, and Sean's in the bed beside me, and Kennedy's in bed, and we have it's just so like, oh my gosh. So I don't know, 30 minutes later maybe, I'm like, okay, yep, and I sit up, and that was it. Then I'm sick, and Sean says, "Are you sick?" And I go, "Yeah." So he jumps up, and thankfully he had gotten to feeling a little bit better. Like he had like slept, I guess, some of his off, or I don't know, but he was feeling a little bit better enough to get up and kind of tend to me, go get some baby wipes to wipe my face, you know. And then that was it, like all night. I mean, there was sometimes like Sean would like bring me a bowl, and I would like, and like before he could leave with the bowl, I'd be like, ugh, and he would come right back. You know, it was so bad. But since then, you guys, I have not been feeling like I can't. I'm just tired. I don't know. Like I need to work. I know I need to work. But I'm so tired. I did stay up last night though, and I recorded some voiceover videos. I done a video about Chelsea and Cole and their lawsuit. No, it's not anything that we ate, Linda, because we all ate something different. We never eat the same thing in this house pretty much. Like even if I cook, the other kids drink something else. Kennedy usually eats something different from us. So I don't think it was anything that we ate. But the school did say there was like a stomach bug going around. So. But yeah. I just have no energy since then. So while I'm not sick, I did stay up last night and I recorded, I think I recorded 3 videos. I already uploaded one. I uploaded the one about Cody Brown. That may be what it was then. Norovirus is going around and it hits very fast and will go through your house in one day. Because while we all were vomiting for just one day, it did take us more days to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I added some emojis. Look at these. Let me see if I can. Honey. But yeah, it's been, ugh. Look at these. It's weird how Kenny got it first, though. Yeah, we really thought that it was her. We really thought that it was her celiac. But now I'm just like, is it celiac? Like, that's been causing her to have these sicknesses? Because that's what we all thought. I don't know. A lady that watches my channel that is very talented has made all these things for me, you guys. She made the membership bees. And she made the little honeycomb and the little LB tea bag. Yeah, I think they're so cute. So I did add those the other night. And then I thought these were so cool. Somebody made the old looking people from the Teen Mom people. So like I actually grabbed the one of Barb and Deborah because I like those. No, it's just Baby Yoda. It's just Baby Yoda that Sean stuck up there a while ago when I was about to go live. He was actually sitting here for a little bit. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, I love you guys too. Did somebody flip out on y'all for telling weather stories? I mean, people are crazy these days, you guys. I literally was watching a few channels, and I'm honestly shocked to see that so many people can be so rude. So many YouTubers. Like, there are some rude YouTubers out there That will literally be like, if you don't like what I'm saying, then F and leave. And I'm like, because no matter what, even if I liked what someone was saying, if I ever hear them say that, I'm going to be like, that's just rude, you know? Like, even if I agree with them 100%, if I hear them tell someone, if you don't like what I'm saying, then F and leave. Because I feel like there's always a nicer way to put it. Like, you guys, I know sometimes I may not always be for you guys. So if sometimes I'm saying something that you guys don't like or agree with, just catch me on the next one, you know. But I appreciate everyone. But just for people to be so, I don't know. I don't get it. Another thing is my lips have been so chapped. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you just don't treat any of these people, like your subs, your mods, anybody like crap. You just don't. You did, Candy. You did send me the cartoons and I loved them. You know what? Keeping up with KP, I honestly have been really going back and forth with, honestly, well, I'm going to do a members chat soon. Very soon. Hey, do you watch Big Sky? I don't. Is that on Netflix or just regular TV? But I've been going back and forth with covering this specific topic. I just haven't decided yet. But I am, even if I decide not to, or if I do, we're going to do a membership live soon, Patreon and membership live soon, and just hang out and go over, talk about stuff that, you know, maybe I wouldn't talk about. Just, I don't know, you know, just talk about stuff. I need to get me some A&D ointment because my lips literally are so chapped. I don't like the mentality that it's my channel, my way. Like, yeah, to the point. Yeah, I don't either. Because, you know, I don't know. Like, I just don't do well with rude people. And I've said this from day one to anybody that I'm friends with. There is always a nicer way to talk to people. It don't matter if you were so mad about something they've done. There is always a nicer way to be like, hey, look, blah, 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 blah. You know? Rather than just being rude. And the people that watch you are they're the ones that give you your check from YouTube, you know? Even your husband. Sean, are you saying I even tell you that? Because I do. I even tell Sean that. Like, there's always a nicer way to put things. And sometimes you may not want to. Sometimes you may want to be rude, but you just can't. That is the most off-putting thing to me if I'm watching somebody. If I'm watching a YouTuber and they get rude, I immediately click off. Like, there was a YouTuber that I was watching, and I was quite fond of this YouTuber. But I saw this YouTuber get rude about another YouTuber. And I was like, no. Like, especially, like, you just don't. I don't know. And the other YouTuber was actually supportive. Like, the other YouTuber was being supportive. But when I saw it, it was just so off-putting to me. Because I was like, you could have so easily, like, handled that in such a better way than to be rude to this other YouTuber. I'll have to check it out. You said it's on regular TV? We actually got... no, I'm saying there's always a nicer way to talk to me. You are so lying. I talk to you so nice. I am so nice to you, Sean. Stop telling off on me. I'm trying to preach right now. No, yeah, there is a monster in me sometimes. But the one thing about me is like, you're never going to catch me coming on here being mean to y'all. And a lot of times, if I even do say anything, it takes a lot to push me. You know, like, several people have, like, used their channels to, like, bash me, and it would take a lot before I ever would say anything back, Now, Sean's my husband. Sometimes I'm mean to him. I apologize. But usually I'm nice, for the most part. Oh, thank you, Katie. I have to let the dog out and give it. You know, another thing? I'm so heartbroken KJ didn't care about me and support her. It took me. You know, that's the thing. I got that from Katie early on. Like, okay, first off, I got it from Katie when she done the video where she attacked me. And anybody that said anything any different, like the video wasn't rude, she didn't attack Colin. She was like, well, F you. Well, you know, she just flipped out on them rather than thinking, well, maybe they just have a different opinion. I don't know, in that one video that where she attacked me, that 12 or 13 minutes, I think she told like 3 people to F off. You know, like 3 of her subs, one of her mods, like her subs. So, and like Just Brit's here. Just Brit was a mod of hers. And Just Brit, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate that. But Just Brit, there was an IG live where you said something and she misunderstood what you were saying and she attacked you. And then she tried to act like she didn't know that it was you when it had your name and had your picture and everything. You ended up continuing modding for her for a while, but that rubbed me so wrong. That it honestly, like, kind of made me mad. I was like, "What? That is your mod? Like, you can't. I just can't do it." Thank you, Hoot3. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. Yes. So she called Just Brit trash, and Just Brit was her mod. You know. So even the mods that I have had issues with, it would take a lot of pushing before I would ever say anything back to them. Oh, I thought you continued modding for her for a while, which yeah, I'm obviously wrong there, but I don't blame you, you know. Is it okay if I mention a name, for example? I don't mind. I mean, we're not here to bash anybody, but I have been turned off by some YouTubers lately. It's definitely, yeah, it's just not, I don't get it. Okay, Mama of 3. Well, I need to get some sleep just in case the kids have school tomorrow. And happy birthday. Thank you so much. Our kids' school they are going to do a virtual school all day. I mean, all week because of the weather. Dixie Doo, today is my birthday. Yeah, it is. Saying all the way from Alaska. Thank you so much. Happy belated birthday, Dixie Doo. I was a highest paying sub and sent her things and was there taking time away from my life to support her. And she was rude so many times. I'm very sorry about that. I do not get it. You know what? Here's the thing. As YouTubers, we all have a bad day. I'm going to tell you something though. On my bad days, I choose not to go live. If I'm aggravated or having a bad day, I probably am not going to go live because I just, you know what I'm saying? But to be even more honest, usually if I am having a bad day and I do go live, it will lift my mood. Like, you know, like if I'm having a bad day with whatever, I'll either choose not to go live because I'm in a bad mood, or I go live and it changes my mood. But yeah, we are people. We're going to have bad days, but I don't know. So it's like one time is a mistake. I could see that. Maybe. Honestly, I really can't, but I'm just going to give you the courtesy of saying we're all human. We make mistakes. So one time, okay, I'll excuse it. But if you're like multiple times, then it's just you have a stinky personality, and my money's not going to support someone with a stinky personality that don't need to be on YouTube. I think there are people that don't need to be on YouTube. Thank you, Dixie Doo. Don't mess with Texas. I was pretty brainwashed by her. I fell out with Boy LB and Flossie. We were all good and great friends due to her. So yeah, I take that. Yeah, you know, I have a lot of people that have come to me in the past few weeks, especially, you know, that have been like, I'm sorry, you know, that I believe that she was a good person or whatever. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt several times before it finally dawned on me, this is just who she is, you know? You know, B family, apparently, like, Onision, how long did it take Onision before he lost his channel? I do feel like, from what I hear, this is one of the things that Tati is, like, requesting in her thing, the lawsuit. I'm hearing that Tati wants Katie's channel gone. So I don't know. Do you guys can you guys see the little logo, the little emblem at the bottom of the screen? Do you guys see that? And if you put your mouse over it, it says LB subscribe, cute and pink. How cute is that? Well, not my moderator. A friend of mine also made that, who is a subscriber to my channel. The one that made all the other things. Why do I keep hearing nobody puts baby in the corner? I have no idea, but I love that movie. Jealous Classy, what's that doing? You don't see it? Come see. Maybe you have to be on a computer. But look, I added it the other day. I don't see it on my phone, but look.
Yeah,
It's a little watermark.
sure.
And if you click on it, it says LB subscribe in a cute pink
That's
button.
pretty cool.
I unsub from someone for being rude to another YouTube, but I have a feeling once she gets better, she'll have a change of heart. I've already forgiven her. Yeah, you know, that's the thing is like, because Yoda's in the corner maybe. That's the thing. Like I said, we all, you know, we're human. We're going to make mistakes. We're sometimes, I mean, I think one of my biggest mistakes with the way that I mistreat people is I don't talk to them enough. Like my friends, I don't reach out enough. My mods, I feel like I don't.
Maybe have you seen her Peppa Pig cup?
Coco had it. Look in the bed because I gave it to Coco earlier. That is one of my biggest flaws is I don't reach out to people enough. Like my mom had to call me like 3 times a day before I finally answered, and she was able to tell me happy birthday. My best friend, same. She's like, I've been calling you all day. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was asleep today. That was my birthday. My birthday thing was like, I just want a clean house and I just want to sleep late. And I got both of those things. Yesterday, we spent the day just cleaning the house, folding the laundry, putting the laundry up. And then today I slept like almost all day. And it was so nice. But I'm still tired, you guys. That's why I'm saying, like, there was something about this sickness that we all had that it's like drained so much energy out of me. I watched John Yates. There's something about him I like, but why is there so much drama when he starts that I have to turn it off? You know, Linda, I don't know. I didn't really know John Yates before him and Sherelle and Perry had their drama where he like outed their marriage and all of that. Like I didn't really know him. I had heard of him a couple times because he done interviews with Paul from 90 Day Fiance, and those interviews would, you know, the Ashley would report about him or other outlets would report about the interviews, and then I would do a video based off, you know, his interview. But I would get it from like the Ashley or somewhere. It would be like, oh, YouTuber John Yates done an interview with blah, 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 you know. So, and then I would go and watch the interview, but I really didn't know him. So then I started covering the Sherelle and Perry stuff and kind of sided more with them on what was going on. Not at first. At first, I was like being completely unbiased. But then when like the video come out, like with them at the police station and the cop like was like, you guys lied in that stream we were watching. Well, then obviously I'm like, okay. You know, so, but still, what like, obviously I saw some things where it kind of made me be a little one-sided, but it wasn't a big deal. It was not a big deal. Like, it was like, whatever, you know. Thank you, Ashley. But then he struck my channel and my 2 videos, and I was not happy about that. And then some of my good friends, I don't really name drop people. So the other night I was on Sherelle's, or a few nights ago, I was on Sherelle's channel, and you know, he apologized. John apologized. That was very off the cuff. I was not expecting to go on Sherelle's channel the other night. It wasn't on her main channel. It was on Sherelle's Way. But yeah, like I was in Walmart and I got a notification that Sherelle was live, Perry was on, and that Perry had said that a particular person told him to strike my channel. So I started getting messages from a few people like, hey, John's on Sherelle's channel and he said that so-and-so told him to strike your channel. So I go to look for it. So I go to Sherelle's World. I can't find her. I go to her IG. Can't find it. I'm like, where is it? So they send me the link and it's on her other channel. So I'm like in the chat and I'm like, who told you to strike my channel? And everybody's like telling me, and they're like, LB's here. And so she asked me to come on. So I came on, and I was literally in Walmart when she's like, hey, if you want to come on, come on. So I don't have good service in Walmart. Like, I would not have had enough service to like join the live. So I'm like, I'm with Paris. I'm like, we gotta go. So I'm like trucking it to the car, you know, and we jump in the car, and then I'm like, it's dark. There's not gonna be lighting in here. So yeah, I get in the car and I turn the light on, and yeah, Sean didn't even know. I didn't even have time to tell Sean because I'm like in the chat when she's like, do you want to come on? And I'm like, sure. She's like, I posted the link, come on. So then I'm like running to the car, trying to have to get as soon as I get in the car, I click on the link and I get on. Good night, Cece. Are you getting off? Happy birthday. My dirty 30 is Friday. I'm a little older than 30, but not much. But yeah, so it was I wasn't expecting it. I had just left a wedding. My cousin had just gotten married, so that was why my hair was done and I had a decent looking outfit on. You're going to make me fall asleep. You want to sit down with me?
No.
No?
I don't feel like it.
But yeah, so I done it. I was a little nervous because I know Sherelle has like a really big audience. And then after that, you know, John apologized, and I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. And that was it. So, which I never really had, like, even when John struck me, I thought it was like a crabby thing to do. Everyone, let's say happy birthday to LB. Oh, thank you, keeping up with KP. John was telling some people he heard, didn't they lose you? You're gone. Oh. Yeah, apparently, like, John was like, I didn't know who you were. He was like, I just start getting messages from this person saying that you're playing my content with no other content, which was not the truth. I was not just playing just his content. Anybody that was watching, they knew that. I explained that to John. I was like, that's not the truth. I had other video, you know, I was like talking. I was giving commentary. I was stopping and saying XYZ, but he didn't know that. He didn't watch. He just got the links. He reported. That was it. A few of my good friends, they like spent the night talking to him, like, you know, saying, please don't do this. She's got kids, blah, 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 blah. He ended up retracting it, and that was that. And there was never any drama besides that, even though I did have people reach out to me. I did have a few people say, like, that reached out to me through, like, Instagram, like, hey, I've had problems with John. Do you want to come and tell your story? And I was just like, I'm not getting into that. I don't need no more problems. And that was that. I just moved on to what happened between me and John. He apologized. I'm thankful that he did. That's that. Him and Sherelle and Perry get along now, which I think can be good, I guess, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of my good friends or several of my good friends were like up all night. I went to bed. I'm sorry I left you hanging, you guys. I couldn't reach out to him. Like, I wasn't going to. But yeah. So I do appreciate y'all. Yeah, I think it was TT, CC, Candy, and Kelly. I wasn't going to name drop on Sherelle's because I didn't know if people wanted me to. Like, I'm very, you know, if you don't want me to name drop, I don't want to name drop. So, right, right. And, you know, it's crazy, Sherry, because that same person was, like, reaching out to me during that time. She was even on the live stream, like, super chatting me. So it's really wild. I just hate that people can be so messy. I just hate it. I don't, you know, my thing is like, if you like a channel, watch them. It is what it is. There are some, you know, obviously I'm doing my Katie series. And I guess the same could be said for me. Like, why don't you just leave her alone? Let it go. Like I said earlier, there are people that I think they're so bad they don't deserve the platform. Like, YouTube, Instagram, going live on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Can you go live on Twitter anymore? I don't know. What's it called? Periscope? I think obviously it's open to anybody. Anybody can hop on here and make a channel and get followers. You know, anybody that reaches out to me wanting to start a channel, I tell them the same thing. Someone will watch you. You may start small and it may take you a minute to get 100 followers. Just keep going because people, there's so many different people out in the world that like all different kind of things. So somebody will follow you. You just got to, you're not going to know unless you try. So try. But what comes with that is there's also crazy people that start YouTube channels. In this world, we have, you know, moms that kill their kids. You know, we have narcissist people. We have people that have all kind of disorders, you know, that makes them dangerous, that makes them whatever. So unfortunately, I feel like because this channel, like because YouTube is open to anyone, there's gonna be bad people that are on here. I think what you have to do is you have to weed it out. So when you see a particular creator that's constantly getting in trouble, and you see, I don't know, symptoms or traits from this person that makes you think, "Oh, this person is dangerous. They're constantly hurting people." Katie, for instance, I'm just gonna say Katie, for instance, Katie's channel does more harm than good, in my opinion. Like she's constantly hurting people. Like she hurt me. She hurt uh, Sherelle. She hurt Tati. Uh, she hurt so many different people. She attacks people. Like her channel is not just a channel where you can just sit and hang out and have a good time. Have a good night, everyone. Happy birthday. Thank you, Adam. Like she don't just get on here and deliver the gossip. BXB's boy. She don't just get on here and deliver the gossip and hang out. It's always a dig at someone. So I feel like when you see someone constantly doing that and their channel hurts people more than it helps people, I think those people don't deserve to have the opportunity to be here. That's my opinion. So a while back, there was a particular person that would say, "Leslie, you say you don't believe in cancel culture." First off, I never said that. You're never going to hear me say I don't believe in cancel culture. Whether I do or I don't, I've never said that anywhere. But while I don't believe that a person should be canceled over one isolated incident or something they done when they were younger, or maybe they were ignorant, I do believe if somebody shows you the same thing over and over and over again and they have no desire to change because they think they're right, I think that person does not deserve the platform. So, the mommy shaming video from last night was horrific. Who made a mommy shaming video? She had texted, she texted Dover's Hardcore. Yes, Long got 6 days. Yes, OJ should have been gone a long time ago. KJ, I think you meant OJ. OJ too. I believe in canceling behaviors, but not people, if that makes sense. Like cancel the toxicity. If you can't behave, then you can stay. Right. And I think, you know, when KJ got the lawsuit, I've said this over and over again. When KJ was served with this lawsuit, I thought this will be what she needs to change. Like this is going to be an eye opener for her. She needs her channel because it's the only form of income they have. She has a son who has medical bills that have accrued, I'm sure. So, like, she needs this. So, this is going to be an eye-opener for her. It would have been for me. Like, I don't give a... If KJ... Not KJ. If Janelle... The most... Like, I think I go the hardest on, besides Katie, is Janelle. If Janelle was to serve me with a cease and desist, I would probably just shut up. Or if I ever said anything again, I would make sure it was not in an attacking manner or that it was in a way that was just strictly reporting. Like I would not sit on here and be like, Janelle's not gonna, you know, hell no. Like I wouldn't want to test it because I can't afford a lawsuit. I mean, unless I have lawyers working on contingency or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it for me to take that money from my family to put towards that because my mouth. Sloan's good, but 3 strikes last a girl from TikTok. KJ in the beginning, she was fun and interesting, but she ruined it all. Off topic, but I love your baby Yoda. Yeah, Bobby wanted that Baby Yoda so bad. I thought I'd do an NYC food channel, but I'm scared of what you were doing. Here's the thing. If I could go back, I may do a video on this of things to do before you make a channel. Obviously, you're going to want to change your name and make it something where nobody can really trace who you are. If you're, yeah, I would definitely change your name. Like, do not hop on a channel with your real name, because you're going to have certain people that want to look into your background, look and see. It's so crazy to me, because, like, we all have crap that we're not proud of. Obviously, you know, I wasn't going to hop on here and be like, we are in bankruptcy, you guys. Yay! You know, like, who would want to do that? But, so yeah, change your name. Hey, Amanda, I'm live. I would lock down any personal social media accounts that you have, and then make new ones with your social media name, with your YouTube name, you know. But yeah, I'd love the advice to help my channel, and I did change my name, but I'm pretty plain and open about my life. I'm honestly pretty open about my life too, probably more open than some people would want me to be, but it's just kind of who I am. We know some people who will find you anyway, right? I like watching Grace report recaps of them. She drags Janelle, and I'm here for it. You know, I think, like, dragging by making jokes that are like, I mean, come on, like, jokes are okay, but I feel like, so, just the constant, like, demeaning of a person is not okay. I think jokes are fine. KJ and Toby need to find jobs. They've got time. This case is going slow. It is going slow. Which, from what I understand, is she trying to hurry up the ruling for her to get Tati's money, because that's what she's trying to do? Or is she just trying to hurry up the entire thing? I mean, take their platform from them and let them disappear into obscurity to be forgotten forever. Yeah. Another thing, too, though, is like, okay, if you're going to do, like, background checks on people and look into their financials, you need to make sure, like, what if somebody does that to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if somebody was to look into KJ and Todd's finances and see what they got? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Don't mess with. Did you see the latest Emily Baker? I did not. I did watch one of Uncivil Law's videos a couple of nights ago, but I have not watched anything recent. Judge ruled today that they will not hurry up on sanction because the law states they can't. Really? Hold up. So the law states that they cannot, like, move quicker with sanctions? That's pretty interesting. Some people were checking into their house. Wait, really? You know, Daisy Bird, neither will I. You know, because the thing was, I owe a lot of doctor bills. I filed bankruptcy years ago, as we had to, not ashamed. Yeah, see, that's the thing with me. I've had 6 kids. Okay, I had back problems. I had feet problems. So doctor bills, and 2, like, let me tell you, when Sean was in the oil field, he had been in the oil field 10 years, and he had been in the military. You know, so he has money from his veterans, and he was offshore in a place where he made good money. So, yep, we had 2 pretty new vehicles, and unfortunately, he lost his job. We were only able to make it. We were able to make it for like a year after that, before we filed, and that was with us kind of living off our savings and everything, and him trying to go back to work. We actually waited, like, when he was first laid off, he actually tried to wait it out, because we thought he's going to get called back. The oil field to pick up in 3 to 4 months. We'll live off, you know, savings, and that's what we did. But 3 to 4 months later, nothing was happening. He started looking for a job. He actually got a job at a meal. It wasn't the same money, but he did get a job. But within his 90 days, he had a medical emergency where he was actually sent home. He was actually sent home by his supervisor. Actually, he was sent to the doctor's office. They was like, you need to go to the ER. So he went, and then the next day, they was like, oh, you left during your 90-day probation period, so we have to fire you. He had a doctor's note, everything. And he actually, when they asked, do you need to go home? He was like, no, I'm fine. I'll make it. It'll be all right. And after a while, he was like out there like sweating bullets. His supervisor like walked up and was like, just go to the ER and find out what's wrong, because like something's wrong. So he did. He went to the ER. He come home, and he had an infection. And he went back to work the next day, and they were like, you were within your 90 days. So then that was it. Leslie, I've liked you from day one at finding you on here. I respect your approach to your drama. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. And happy birthday. Thank you so much. Let me catch up with you guys or understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, so that's what, I mean, we had 2 vehicles. Like Petty was like, they have a ton of debt. I mean, 2 pretty new vehicles, but it wasn't like we had a house. It wasn't like we had a boat. It wasn't like we had all these other things, you know. Lawyer was wrong. When are they going to rule on jurisdiction? Do they even have to at this point? Like, is it necessary that they rule on jurisdiction? If I was the lawyer, I would like get them on a conference call and be like, look, either I can rule on jurisdiction and like say this is not my jurisdiction, and you guys can go file this somewhere else, or we can just all agree that we're going to leave the jurisdiction here. What do you guys want to do? I have a feeling Katie would be like, never mind. I watch one chick, her energy is amazing, her content is really cool, but she gets on my nerves sometimes. Then I feel badly because I really do like her. Just feel she's self-absorbed. Really? I discovered this new girl lately. What's her name? Naomi, and I love her. I'll find her later. Naomi John, maybe? What's her name? The statute says you can't file for a reduction for 20 days. Wait, what? Okay, so no. The statute says you can't file for a reduction of the 21-day response time. They asked for 11. There was something that happened. Does that make sense? I'm not allowed to ask for a short. It's not allowed to ask for a shortening of the process. What was like in a criminal case, you can ask for a speedy trial. I guess here you can't. Oh, no. Her attorney filed that motion, and the law abolished that hurry up thing in 2012. What? The judge basically used a wooden spoon on KJ's attorney today. No, who all has reported on this? You guys said Emily has went live about it. Has Uncivil Law done a live about it? Oh, thank you, Shar. Yes, I decided to go live. I've been feeling kind of blah, but I decided I would go live since it is my birthday. Speedy trials, yes. Shortening sanctions, you cannot. It has been abolished. Katie just loves throwing out that money. That is so wild. Pregnant with twins, congratulations. Congratulations and prayers, because twins, you usually I don't think I know of any twins that have went the full 40 weeks, but that's fine. I think for most people I know, they usually give birth at about 36 weeks with twins. But it's always fine. They're always fine. But yeah, that is amazing. Twins. He wants to go back to the oil field. I have an in, but it's in North Dakota. Right now he's in school. And because he's in school, they are paying, he's using his VA. He's using a VA loan to pay for his school, and they also give money towards the house and stuff like that. So I don't know why my nose is so itchy tonight, you guys. Yes, Uncivil Law went live today. Uncivil really cracks me up sometimes. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like also, like, I think when you've had problems with Katie, it's impossible to be unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible. My husband got a promotion this week. It's great for our family. That is awesome, just Bria. That's really awesome because so many people are having such a hard time. So I'm glad that you guys are making it and doing well. Girl, we also filed for bankruptcy. It was a hard decision. It was that or live with my in-laws, never earn a cardboard box. And we had babies. It was easier to look at it. Yeah, you know, that was with me too. Like, we had our kids. I had just miscarried. Yeah, I just miscarried. Oh my God, you guys, I'm literally gonna go get something because my nose keeps itching. I'm gonna have to go back and edit all that out of me scratching my nose. People are gonna be like, she's on drugs, but I've always seen people say that. What is with, when you're on drugs, does your nose itch a lot? Because I always see people say that. She's scratching her nose, she's on drugs. Or is it because it runs? The Civil Law dating video was the best thing ever. I really got a kick out of the dating video. I thought it was hilarious. Yes, Lisa, I feel like Uncivil was the only, well, no, Uncivil and Emily, both when they came into this, did not really know who Katie was. So they were both very unbiased. But I feel like as time went on, because Katie would attack Emily, there's a little bias there, but I have bias there too when it comes to it. So when I'm reading these things, I'm too like, you know, but I feel like it clouds my way to really think like, is that bad or is it not bad? So I feel like I get more of like, I feel like when Michael Saltz kind of messed up, I feel like Uncivil is more likely to say like, I don't agree with Salty there. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of that way too. Like, I would always be like, I agree with everything Salt says, you know? But I'm not an attorney and I don't need that. I don't need to do that. Like, I need to know what's really going on, you know? Did you see the Ringo video Emily put out Friday? I did not see it. Who made the dating video? I thought it was great. It was so funny. Did say that he is biased towards Katie. Really? I did not know that. He's playing it really good for both sides. So he's biased. I always kind of thought, because I've heard him be like, I agree with Brown here, I agree with Salt's here, I disagree with Brown there, I disagree with Salt's there. Because obviously, you know, some pain pills make your nose itch. So someone made a dating video for Uncivil Law. And was it on Reddit? Someone sent it to me, but I think it was on Reddit. They just took like a collage of like kids' videos and they would be like, so what are you looking for in a woman? And then he would, you know, you would see him and he would be like, I look for blah, 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 blah in a woman, you know. It was pretty funny. There's a little war between, hold on. I need to know because I hear, like I saw the thing that went on with the raid, you know. My opinion, I would have proudly accepted that if another person would have sent their people to me. Like, I get it, like, to each their own. Emily felt that it was distracting. I would have been all for it. Like, thank you so much for coming, you guys. But I saw in Civil Law saying, oh, I love Emily, I respect her. But then I see other people saying, like, that there may be a thing there. The day Emily and her mods were telling everyone in the chat how they were being rude and going off. Ugh. That's what I feel that it was too. Like, I've never heard of a raid. I've never heard of a raid before. But when I heard of it, if a ton of people were to come into my chat right now and was like, Ray, Leslie, we're here, I might at first be like, what is that? But then once I learned that it was like something from support, I obviously would have been like, oh my God, thank you guys so much. Here's the thing, in my opinion, the chat is distracting always to me. I don't have ADHD, so I don't know how that would affect her. But the chat is always a little distracting, especially if you're trying to stay on topic with something. It's super hard not to glance over and just see something, and then you see a question, so you want to answer it. It's very hard not to do that. I don't have ADHD, so I don't know how that affects someone with ADHD. I would gladly welcome somebody coming into my thing and doing that. But I'm different than she is. Let's see what else. I don't really chat in Emily's because there are too many people. I usually fall asleep, but I didn't tell anyone they were rude. Just tried to write the chat back to topic. Uncivil is unbiased about the case. He just isn't in favor of jurisdiction because that would set a precedent that any creator could sue anyone they want to. But you kind of can, though. I mean, really, we can sue anybody we want to. It's just a matter of if it sticks or not. And if you want to use that money to waste the money. And yeah, I do keep hearing like that they're saying they're all good. But, there was times where me and Katie would say we were all good. And behind the scenes, we knew they weren't. She was saying stuff. I was saying stuff. Can KJ go under a different name? Can she make a YouTube channel under a different name? If that's one of the things that she has to stay off YouTube, then no. My lips are so chapped. It hurts. Was that the same finger that I was like itching my nose with? I hope not. I do not want to do that. Don't worry. I have no boogies. My nose was just itching. Patrick L., this is my first time back here in 2 years. Where have you been? Where have you been? Wouldn't you just block her IP? I don't know if they would go that far, but I think if she was to make another YouTube channel, and one of the things is that she couldn't, I don't know. I mean, you can be held in contempt, but I don't know if that will work here. I don't know. I don't know how that will work. She already has 2 accounts. That's her backup if anything happens. Here's the thing, though. I think if one of the things is she cannot have her channel, I think they're going to request that both channels, and that's YouTube's guidelines as well. YouTube's terms of services is if one of your channels gets terminated for whatever reason, you cannot have a second channel. Your channel got banned. I didn't know that it came back. It did. We have been back since February of last year. So we've been back for a minute. I mean, as far as any state would have jurisdiction over YouTube, because they can, yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing then, okay, so what determines jurisdiction? If you've been there, if you're getting paid from there, because I guess if that's, I don't know. She's becoming, yeah, I agree, Lisa. What can determine jurisdiction? Because if earning revenue from that state will determine jurisdiction, then yeah, then we could. That's the way that I would see it, right? Yeah, it's been a year. The 25th, I think it was. If the crime was committed in that area where the crime happened. I lost this earlier. I was putting on mascara, and I come in here to plug a charger up, and I couldn't find it. But this is the mascara I used tonight. I don't know if that matters. But yeah. Even without LA, Tati still has jurisdiction. She had views and subs from there. No, in a civil law is where that infraction occurred, which is why determining a Washington audience was so important. Okay. We are going to do a stream in the future. Yeah, we are. I know she hasn't been feeling well. I haven't been feeling well. And I don't know why my nose keeps itching. I'm just going to keep tapping it with this rather than constantly itching it with my finger. Last time I was here, Matt Bear used to come here too. No more. He is a thing of the past. I don't know. It takes some getting used to wear long nails. I really like these though. Really like. You guys can't see them. I really like these. I feel Perry, he is so worried about his family with him having COVID. You can see it on. Aww. Has she went and got tested? Because she needs to. She does have COVID? I did not know that. Yes, Amanda, we were. It's on Sherelle's Way. If you go to Sherelle's Way, and it's titled something like Heidi and Amber. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to have to be praying for her. I knew she wasn't well, but I didn't know that she had COVID. I hope they're, keeping quarantine away from everyone else. That way, once they get rid of it, it doesn't keep circulating around the house. Did someone say that Matt goes by Michael now? Matt Bayer does? Hey, Willow. Willow, did you just hop in? Why have I not seen you? Candy, I think you should film that for OnlyFans. Maybe you're scratching my butt. Film it. Hope someone lets them know about some of the protocols that will help. Yeah, if I say your nose, it just scratches it. Man, that's terrible. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep her in her. Has she been doing live streams or no? She don't have any underlying health issues though, does she? Like she's normally, the parody account Matt Bayer is now Michael Heath. Oh, really? I didn't know that. It's not. Oh, okay. And that was not Matt, though, was it? I don't even know. He has been doing her live to try to keep up with everything. Oh. That's the thing. That is the thing with when you have a YouTube channel. Like, you guys, if you go days without putting out content, your views drop. The money that you make obviously drops. And let me tell you guys, January was one of the worst months ever. With attorney Ronald Rich. Is that the Girardi attorney? Is that who that is? Because I know the last time that I spoke to her, she had actually mentioned something about him coming on. Do you have her direct? Yes. I do, Classy Mom. I have her phone number. If you want to send it to me, I'll send it to her. Oh. Really? Okay, so the one explaining the case. Okay. So, yeah, anyways. I remember she did tell me, she asked me if I knew him. I'm like, I don't know him. Thank you, Harmony. Yeah, let me tell you guys. I was like, what is going on in January? Because January, my views went up so high. So high. But my money wasn't going up. I was like, what is going on? My views are higher than they've ever been. Well, not ever been, but probably back before my channel got the community guidelines strike. Yeah. Because let me tell you guys, back then, I was making decent money. Now, I've not made that type of money since. But in January, my views were going up to like 100,000 views every 48 hours. I don't normally get that. I normally get like 40,000, 30,000. I actually shoot for 30,000. I may be so lucky to get a little over that every once in a while, maybe. I was getting up to like 100,000, 99, 98,000, but then my money was just not going anywhere, you know? So it was like, what the, but it was because the AdSense are horrible. So in January, like, you really have to be on it. February is not that great either, so you really have to be on it to stay in the algorithm. You have to really be on it. So yeah, a lot of people think being a YouTuber is just blah, 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 but it's not. It's pretty tough. Oh, mess, but Sherelle's right about you being good people. Oh, thank you. I do try to be good people. Did you see BXB Squid mention your argument with KJ? He was on your side. I did see that he made a video a while back. Well, not a while back. Like a week or so ago, maybe. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday! Today's my birthday, too. Can you get sponsorships? FabFitFun. They feature anyone, and you would get more clicks than the idiots they feature. You know, a friend of mine actually sent me the application, and I'd done an application, and I never, ever heard anything back. I don't know if I didn't submit it right or what, because a friend of mine was like, they always, like, they will reject you or accept you. It's like, so I did it, and I just didn't hear anything back, but I would love, I mean, I got a sponsorship from the Coldest Water bottles, and I could still feature them in my videos. I just always forget. We have several of the Coldest Water bottles. We love them. Sean likes to use it. My son brings one to school. Um, yeah. I have a question. Why wouldn't all YouTubers have someone do PayPal instead of doing it right through YouTube? We'll watch you just overlay them. You know, Amanda, honestly, I think that's why a lot of YouTubers do have a PayPal where their mods are like, if you want to support the channel, donate to Leslie's PayPal. But 21, I wish I was turning 21. You know, when you become able to receive super chats, what? What did I just say? When you become able to enable super chats, it's kind of like exciting because you've reached another milestone, you know? You're like, yay, I can get super chats. But then you realize that if someone sends you $10, you're only getting 5. You know, they take half of it pretty much. So then it's like, oh, not as exciting, but you've done told all your followers, you're like, use super chats if you want me to see your thing. You know, if you want me to see your question, send a super chat. But I've always been the type that I don't like to tell my people, if you are going to be so nice and so, you know, I don't know, if you're going to be so nice to donate to me, I don't want to tell you how to do it, you know. So I'm not going to be like, hey, please use the PayPal because I can get it instantly and they're not going to take money from it. So it's just easier for me if you guys do it that way. It may be easier for you to not do it through PayPal, you know. So that's why. I just don't like telling people how to do something. It may be easier for you. So I was wondering if Perry had it too because his eyes were so red, but he was crying. Does he have it too? I didn't, man, poor thing. I'm happy birthday. Thank you. My birthday was yesterday. Really? We had someone else in here that their birthday was just yesterday. Thank you guys so much. Don't mess with Texas. KJ brainwashed me into thinking LB was bad. I know. Well, one of the things that KJ first done early on was she told people that I was talking bad about her son, that I was picking on him for being autistic. That was one of the things that I know that KJ was telling people. And that I would never in a million years ever do that. On the 14th, I had a procedure, and then on the 21st was my birthday. No kids or parents heard from. What? Holy crap. Gotta send you prayers for sure. That is terrible luck. Somebody needs to message your people and let them know what's going on. Sherelle, her son, and El Barry. Charlie called me a bear. Charlie called me a bear on live. He told all of us Michael Heath was him. That Matt, was that actually Matt Byer though? Was that like the Matt Byer, or was it someone with a name similar to his, confusing people? Because I never knew. I got hacked with PayPal. Someone got into my account, charged over 40 bucks. Oh my goodness, Patty, that is terrible. Today's my daughter's boyfriend's birthday. He would have been 22. That is very sad. That is very sad. I keep missing that comment. Where is the comment? I keep seeing someone. Yes, LB, my brother is mentally handicapped. So when KJ said that, but I was like, okay, staying away from her. Yeah, my son is on the spectrum, so I would never. Okay, first off, my son is on the spectrum, and if you guys have been here with me long enough, you guys know about Abe. I would never in a million years ever say anything even remotely rude about someone that, no. Can we talk about how embarrassed Brown must be? Oh my goodness, yes. I would imagine KJ has to be embarrassed too. I'll tell you what, KJ had moved forward and I'm pissed about it. Ink and Pearls. That's the thing. Let me tell you guys. KJ is like a master manipulator because anytime I would get on the phone with her, she would convince me that she was like a good person again. I'd be like, okay, I was mistaken about all of that. And then we would get off the phone and then more, she's doing this and she's doing that and she's making these comments on her live and she's doing this and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, I forgave that woman several times. And would think maybe I just am misunderstanding. But Katie really doesn't know how to be a friend. 100% she don't, you guys. I wish she would realize that, but she don't. She don't know how to be a friend. She's very like one time on a live, she said that a lot of my subs have said that Leslie's jealous of me. Leslie, I told you not to fall for her crap, and then I did. But yeah, and we were supposed to be friends at that time, and she literally was on her streams saying, a lot of my subs are saying that Leslie's jealous of me. I had not heard anybody say that. And I'm like, what? Why would you say that? And then she started the rumor that I started the rumor that Amber was going to sue her when we were friends, I was on a live and we were talking about the Amber situation, and Amber had done the IG lives about Katie, and someone said, do you think Amber will sue Katie? And I was like, with Amber, there's no telling what she'll do. Do I think she could sue her and win? Probably not, but who knows? I get off the live and she's like, Amber's not going to sue me. How dare you start that rumor? And I'm like, what? No. I was like, no. Somebody asked. So I answered, and I even said that even if she did, because she's Amber, who knows what she would do, she's unpredictable, that I didn't think she would win. She was like, no, people are pissed at you because you started a rumor. And I'm like, I did not. What? And then she goes on Twitter and she's like, despite the rumors that are floating around, Amber Portwood is not going to sue me. And I was like, there's no rumor. What? And then she goes on a live talking about it. I'm like, you guys, I saw so many situations where that's how it was. One little tiny thing maybe would be said, and she would just turn it into something else. Someone asking me, do you think Amber would sue KJ? And me saying, he might could, she might would because she's unpredictable, but I don't think she will win. Turn into KJ literally coming at me for starting a rumor, going on Twitter saying that a rumor has been started, despite all these rumors that she's going to sue me. She's not going to sue me, and I'm like, oh my God. Not be involved in it. Right. My daughter has Asperger's, and her saying things like that brought up, I do not take what is sorry, pardon my language. Yeah. See, that's what my son has as well. So when one of her mods reached out to me, how do you get more people in your lives than her when she has 130K? Nothing adds up to me. I don't know. She just grew another 1,000 too the other day. In her videos, and I saw laws accurate. You can see when people change their name. So she checked. Wait, Charlotte caught all of it. She went through past videos this weekend in her videos and uncivil laws. Ad creators, you can see when people change their names. So she checked everywhere, and he had. Hold up. So Michael Heath used to be Matt Bayer, and he's not really the Matt Bayer, but he's someone that's just trolling us? You know what? Maybe KJ, they filed that thing wanting some of Tati's money really quick. So she thought, okay, I'm not going to have to pay this big bill. Tati don't have to pay for it. We just filed a motion for this to get hurried along. So I'm going to go ahead and buy me another 1,000 subs. I'm not saying she did, but that's my opinion. But they said wait. No one knows, but they've been in your trap for months apparently. Yeah, I never knew who he was. I always wondered if he was Matt Buyer. Because when I was friends with Matt, one of the things that I learned about him, when I was friends with Matt, he would always say, and if you ever watch any interview that he does, the interview that he done with Sherelle, the things that he's done with Katie, he always says, I don't give a crap about this stuff. If you guys think that KJ is on my mind all day, you guys are wrong. I don't give a crap about KJ. I don't give a crap about any of this stuff. But the truth about it is, you guys, is Matt always knew what was going on. He knew more than I knew. He would message me and be like, so, blah, 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 blah is going on. And I'd be like, how did you know that? I know everything. So, like, while Matt would say on all these lives that he don't care about any of this, he wasn't keeping up with any of this, he was keeping up with it. I know Social Book National Play says 60%. How do you know? Social Book. Let me go to Social Book. I want to see what that says. Does it tell you? It, like, literally tells you? That would be interesting. I would love for that to be real. Social Book. Like, it'll tell you. I'm going somewhere I don't know. Messi has said he did all his BS to help Malcolm out. Michael Heath, that is. This Michael person mysteriously appeared in Charlotte's chat. Hold up. Messy Jesse is connected to Matt Bayer, the fake one. I'm a PI. I've dug up who it is. I'll come up very soon. Olivia, I think I know who is doing some of this stuff. I'm not going to say no names yet. I don't know, you guys. I think we're being duped. I can tell you that. While I think KJ, it's my opinion that KJ is behind some of this stuff, I don't think she's behind all of it. I think there is a particular person that, for some reason, wanted to be in the center of all this. So they started doing all these things, claiming all these things, and I don't know. Where's Bessie? Bessie. I have a funny story. I want to hear it. Sure, Ink and Pearls. Matt Bayer is a she, from what I understand. She thought it would be funny to change to Michael Heath because of the situation with Jesse. It was not received as a joke by the community. Oh. Okay. I was wondering why everyone's talking about it. Some of the screenshots I saw were kind of aggressive. God bless you. I know someone who for sure should be a PI, and I think I know a lot too, but not my information released for that. Yeah. Then LA filed her declaration with Salty the next day, apparently, according to the timeline. I believe KJ made her own drama and doesn't mind being infamous for starting silly fights. I agree. Okay, so remember when Amber called KJ on her live? I do remember that. And KJ was like, that wasn't Amber. That wasn't Amber, but it was Amber. I remember that. Candy said, bless you. TT, yeah, let me know if you can change it. Charlotte asked him to talk to her, just the two. Charlotte says she knows who it is. Talk to her, Leslie. She figured it all out and says she knows who it is. I'm pretty sure I know who's doing some of this, you guys. And it's such a sad situation. Isn't that when she said she sent her the cease and desist? I never knew if for sure if Amber did send one. I always wondered if she did. What is Social Book? My Social Book? There's so many different social books. I wanted to be a PI. Okay, so didn't she hang up on Amber quickly? She did. Like, this person, who I think is Amber, said like one word and it was like, click. Apparently I sound like Amber. Was that you? Was that you? Please tell us if that was you or not. Because I've literally been thinking it was Amber the whole time. If I was still friends with Matt Bayer at the time, and I let him listen to it. And at first he was like, oh no, I don't think it was her. And I let him listen to it. He was like, that was her. He was like, that was Amber. So if that was you, please let us know. No! And you just stayed quiet and let us all believe that maybe it was Amber. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. $4.99 TT. So did it let you change it or no? Thank you for the super chat, by the way, TT. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, thank you, Fairy Dusted, for the super chat. Did I sound more enthused about Fairy Dusted sending me the super chat than TT? I think I did. I apologize, TT. Mystery is solved. Why didn't you say anything? That is hilarious. That is so hilarious. Creator sign up received top paying sponsorships today. Huh, that's pretty interesting. I was calling as myself and she hung up suddenly and everyone was saying the same. I was like, oh my God, I'm not getting involved in that. No, that is hilarious. Even Matt, like I let him listen to it again. He was like, that was totally Amber. That was totally Amber. That was hilarious. I can't even. We have literally just uncovered a mystery tonight. Hilarious. I'm so tired, you guys. I don't know why. She was scared. Yes. I know Matt said that, and I was like, what? He did. I've been trying to super chats for months, but it keeps asking me for a password that I clearly can't remember, so I just use PayPal. But Michael H. was in uncivil law asking if Salty could be sanctioned because of the Lori Ann. Because, where did it go? Thank you, Harmony. Did KJ know it wasn't Amber and let it play? She didn't know. Well, she was like, that wasn't Amber. That wasn't Amber. But why did she hang up? You know what aggravates me with Katie is you can never have a conversation with her. Because when you do, you won't be yelling. But she's like, stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. And you're like, I'm not yelling. But then you want to yell because she's accusing you of yelling when you're not yelling. So like that time that my sister called her. So that night, she'll know now. So that night, thank you so much for the happy birthday, Sherry. So the night that my sister called her, which I was not in the group chat that night, you guys. I had no idea my sister was going to call her. The group chat didn't even know that my sister was going to call her. My sister just called her. So my sister was like, I want to know why you got this issue with Leslie, blah, 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 blah. And Katie's like, you're not going to yell at me, and gets loud with my sister. And everybody's like, yeah, Flossie, don't come in here yelling. And I watched it the next day. Everybody had screen recordings of it, okay? So I'm like, she was not even yelling. So then, like, when they get off the phone, she's like, I'm not going to be talked to like that. I didn't think that Flossie really talked to her any other way than like an adult. Should Flossie have called? I don't think she should have called. That was Katie's domain. That was her thing. It would literally be like someone from KJ's side, Todd, calling me right now and be like, blah, 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 you know, like it would be totally inappropriate. Southbug27, thank you so much. Yeah, so, but Katie literally talked to her followers and had her followers convinced that Flossie was like some big bully when she wasn't. You know, she said that Flossie was yelling at her. She wasn't. Then when they get off the phone, she's like, that was so disrespectful. I feel so. She literally said that she felt violated. I'm like, we're adults here. Come on. We're adults. Like, should Flossie have called? No. But I think that Flossie called her in a way, like, the way that Flossie talked to her was like she was being stern and like, what is the deal? Like, why are you always talking crap about my sister? At the time, there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on that people did not know about, where Katie was talking mad shit about me, and I apologize. And people didn't know that, so people didn't know why my sister was so bothered by it. Mildred was Kim. Yeah, so that night, all of my mods were in the mod chat, like Flossie, Kim, all the mods were in the mod chat. Apparently, everybody was watching Katie's live that night. I was not in there. I had been asleep, and apparently Katie was live. All of my mods were watching, and they were letting people call in. So Kim called in first as Mildred, and then Matt called in second as Mildred's cousin. Yeah, it was Kim. Has that never come out? Has that never come out that it was Kim? Because I thought that it had. I thought people knew that. Yeah, but it was Kim from Unveiling the Mask. It was her. She's Mildred. Matt called in. Matt Kraft called in as Mildred's cousin, and then Flossie called in as Flossie. But yeah, so I was not aware that this was going on. Did Amy Lou call as Maggie? Candy. Kitty said that was a fun night. Fun night. Not gonna lie. And you know, I mean, a lot of her people in the chat was like, "Yeah, Flossie should have done that." I agree that Flossie shouldn't have done that. I completely agree that Flossie shouldn't have done that. I wish that it would have been a more, like, if she was going to do it, it could have been a one-on-one thing. Because Flossie walked right into the lion's den. The next day, I get up. If she didn't, it was Kim again. It was so funny. I didn't hear of a Maggie, remember of a Maggie. The next